What's up, people? We're back. It's another episode of the My 26 Cents podcast with Kristofer Gulvezan. Today, the topic is simple. There's been too many musical biopics that have been made, and it needs to stop. All right. I've had this debate with a few people in my life, my close life. They don't like my take on it. I just think they don't like hearing that I may or may not be correct when it comes to this stance. Man, that's quite the way to start this out. We're 30 seconds in. I haven't even said well, I guess I've kind of said what I said, but I'm already saying everybody else is wrong. No, you guys will all believe me and be on my side in the next 25 and a half minutes by the time this is done. I'm sure, here's the thing. We've all seen one of these movies, these musical biopics. You know why? Because there's been so goddamn many. There's been so many of these movies made. Doesn't matter what genre. Doesn't matter if it's rap, rock. They've got it all. They've got one version of this for someone you've listened to, someone you've never heard of. Bands from 80 years ago, bands from a week ago. They got a movie for them already. You know, it's just crazy. I guess the first thing, I don't know. We're not gonna go in any particular order of like the problems with these movies. So I'm just going to go down the list of the notes that I have. The really annoying thing about these movies is that they're all the same. If they were all very different, and they all told very different stories, and they were made in very different ways, I would be on board. But the problem with these movies is that they're all the same. They're all made the same. A lot of them literally just follow a formula. You can tell by the company that makes them. They go, oh, this is the first part. This is the second part. We end it like this. We get you get like one of the big songs like here. You play like some of the more popular music during this scene, but don't actually show them doing it. And then we end it with like a big concert. Oh, yeah. It's come on, man. Like you're not creative. If you've done this, if this movie's been made 20 times, but just with a different band or a different artist, you're not making a new movie. You're just changing the sounds in between and the costumes. That's it. It's it. And the problem, there's these movies that cost so much money to make. You gotta, good for the bands, they get their money or whatever, and like the record labels do. The record labels are in cahoots with Hollywood anyways. Half those dudes are like, I'm CEO of this and I sit on the board of that one. It's like, oh, so you control the music and then you make money from the movies? Oh, that seems really fair. But yeah, like licensing for these movies, they're like, well, they can just upcharge out the wazoo, because it's like, well, do you want to make the movie or not? You need our music. Well, if you need the music and you can't make the movie without the music, well, you got to pay millions and millions of dollars. It's crazy. So there's that. They're garbage. And then they always, for whatever reason, they always try to get like a big name actor half the time. Like, oh, let's just put this guy and put him in a bunch of makeup to make him not even look like them, who they are, and then I guess that is acting. It is whatever. It's so weird how they try so hard every single time. We're like, we gotta make the person look perfect. Make them actually have to act. Make them actually have to, like, do a good job selling the character. So you don't have to, because everyone should win an award for this. It should be every single costume designer, every single makeup artist. They're the ones who actually make these movies. Timothy Chalamet to look like whoever, Bob Dylan. Whatever is like a Rolling Stone. Ugh, that's garbage, man. Garbage. Make him actually act like Bob Dylan. Make him actually sound like him. You know, they don't actually be impressed. No, they just let's just get the makeup really good, and then everyone will believe it's whatever. No, man. No, it's just these movies just follow a formula. It's fucking lame. Really lame. You know, I remember when I was in school, I got in trouble if I copied or did something that was already done. I think everybody did. They get a 0. You don't even get a failing grade. You get a 0 for plagiarism or for copying, for just being, at best, even if you like really tried to like make it look different, your teacher would be like, hey man, I know what you're trying to do. You got to see, try to be original, try to be unique, try to be different. It's like, do something that's actually valuable to society. That's how I look at it, man. It's because that's what we were all taught, growing up. Don't copy, be original, be unique, use your brain to actually, like, think. So we're fucking humans. We could each come up with our own thoughts. So what's the point of watching a movie that's just, oh, we've done this 20 times before? Well, I don't have to, there's been no new thoughts put into this. That's not going to challenge my brain watching the movie. Oh, you could spend $100 million making, oh, you spent $200 million making that one? Oh, you spent $58 million just advertising it in the last 3 months? And you want me to be impressed? Then make it special, man. If you spent that much money on it, it should be fucking different. Come on, man. Another problem with these movies, like half of them are like they don't even tell the story well. They're just a little puff piece. It's like they all the bad stuff gets taken out, or like they only leave like certain parts of the bad stuff in. Like if you are gonna have the bad parts, they can't do the scene like this. They can't say these words. That's I think a big problem with it. Whether they try to tell the whole story or just like a piece. I know some of these movies try to be a little bit different. They're like, oh, instead of doing the whole story of the band forever, from the first song to when they died, we'll just do a few years of their life for the most part. It's like, I don't know. Is that really what we want, man? Because you're still just doing a little. Oh, you cut out you did the first 5 years of their career. Oh, you conveniently left out the middle part of their career when they were addicted to heroin and crack. That part would have been really interesting to see. Like. What happened when they had it all and they lost it all, and how did they get it back? But no, you're doing a little puff piece movie, with the label, you, the family, the royalties. It's all about money. Yeah, you want a puff piece. You don't want anyone talking bad. So I mean, we got one of the movies coming out soon. Michael Jackson. It's from what we've heard, we all know it's already a puff piece. So they don't have anything bad. They didn't have anything mentioned about the documentary. No, that Michael movie, the Michael movie, look, I'm also pro Michael. Or maybe pro Michael's a bad way to put it. I don't know. But MJ, I like that side. Instead of saying I'm pro Michael, I just say MJ instead, as if that changes my pro stance. No, if he did do any of the bad things that he did, like, that's terrible. I don't condone any of that. But also, like, I don't know, he died, like, really close to, like, my birthday, and I was obsessed with him when I was, like, 10, and I was like, oh, he's special, and then he died, and I was like, oh, man, this is sad, and then I grew up, like, 10 years later, I was like, I listened to all that music, like, when I first had an iPod, I think the first song I ever bought was, like, This Is It, like, he means something to me, that man, but even as a man that means something to me, and my nostalgia, my childhood, and everything, and as amazing as he is, and me even being a little pro MJ. The Michael movie should start just immediately. Like, they roll the credits, their opening credits, blah, blah, and then it immediately, hand in the air, puts on the glove, snaps it down, and then the next shot is Macaulay Culkin's face doing the Home Alone, slapping it, and then that's his finger going in there. And then that's the opening of the movie. If they open the movie like that, there will never be another musical biopic that could ever top that ever again. Give me the chance to do this. Please. Come on, Hollywood. You know how many views that would get? It's going to be good, way more than you're going to get a lot just because it's MJ. I guarantee you if that's your opening scene, not a single person on this planet would not watch the movie 8 different times in the theater. I'm calling it right now. Do it. You don't have the balls to give me the chance, but yeah. I'm just saying, that's how all those movies should start. But specifically that one. That one needs to start like that. But yeah, like, Prince or whatever, that one should just start with him, like, doing heroin, just mainlining it right into his arm. Or people are like, oh my God, what's going on? He's like, this is who I am. That's what it should be. That should have been the movie where he talks directly to the camera. He's doing heroin. People are like, no way. He's like, this is who I am. I'm Freddie Mercury, and I do fucking crack cocaine. Actually, I don't think he did crack. I'm Freddie Mercury, and I do opiates. I'm addicted. You guys want me to scream and shout and dance every single day around the country for your entertainment. This is the cost. That's what it should have been. I don't even watch most of these movies. I see the trailer and I go, yep, I've seen it. It's lame. Same thing as before. Same company, Lionsgate or whatever the hell they're called. I don't even know. Just sad, man. And they're not even made well, too. It's like the amount of money that goes in, it's sad that they're not even, like, good. Like, one of the things that they have is they're really, really, really overly edited. And not just in the way, like, of, like, the puff piece. Like, we can't even put this in, It's like, no. Just simply put, like, just the way they do the cuts. Like, we cut this way, cut that way. I can't remember the name of the person. But somebody did a really great breakdown of, I think it was, like, not even a 2 or 3 minute long scene. And I think it was, like, the one about Queen and Freddie Mercury. It's either that or it was the one about the Beatles or something. But it was one of those, like, bands or whatever. And the scene in the middle of the movie, they were all just chilling. And they met with some guy, and they were, like, at a restaurant, like, for lunch or something. That's all they were doing. They were just literally sitting down, table of 3, table of 4, whatever, just eating food. That scene had, like, over 60 cuts of, like, this guy's face, that guy, for, like... And they had, like... It's not like they had, like, a bunch of, like, dialogue. They're, like, arguing. It was like, no, it was a simple, normal-paced conversation. And they were like, no, we just need, like, 80 cuts in here. You know the crazy part? crazy? And every person that's an editor that watches that goes like, yeah, that's not good practice. Like, that looks terrible. This is not. They also weren't even consistent cuts, so they're cutting back and forth between within 10 seconds, 5-6 times, and then the cuts are not even consistent. It's like, I can give you a pass if it's like a couple minutes apart or something. Like, it's like it's one character's same line of dialogue, and you can tell it's like being delivered 3 different ways because of how you cut it. You know the crazy part? That movie won editor, best editing on the year. So that's another problem with these movies. These movies are formulaic, are cookie cutter, not unique, not original. But because the way these awards work, and it's kind of just like, oh, Hollywood all sleeping with each other, that movie and that terrible editing can get an award for quote-unquote best editing, and then all of the people that don't, follow, or go in depth and, all this stuff, all they see, whether they watch the movie or not, is that movie just won best editing. So then they go around saying, oh, the movie is best editing, it's one of the best ever, or it's one of the best, of the year, when it's just simply false. So, you have these movies that are terrible, or, okay, I wouldn't say they're terrible. I think the big problem with these movies is that they're so formulaic and, standardized and follow this, one singular path they always do every single time they make these things. I can't even say every year when they make these things, because we'll get into that later. It's more than one a year. These movies are just, a 6 to 6.5 out of 10 almost every single time. So you're making a good movie. You're also spending $500 million to make a slightly above average movie. Is that really worth it? No. And then you're tricking people into saying it's the best editing. Oh, best this, best that. And then it's like, guess what happens when you do that? Everyone says, oh, it's best this, best so guess what people say? They should make another one. They should do it again. Oh my God, it was the best? That means we can do the best twice, right? No, you fucking dummy. You're simply fooled. Fooled, man. You're fooled by Hollywood. You're fooled by the suits. Watch a couple of these movies on a boring day. You're going to switch off and go to something else. God, man. Over-edited slop. That's all it is, bro. Over-edited. Oh, it's 80 cuts. No, half of it is you just don't know how to make these movies. You just want to just give somebody a job. Hey, we need you to edit. You just make... that person just needs a job to do. They put in 80 cuts because you told them to do something. Fucking lame. It's crazy. With how much they over-edit these and overproduce these things, they can make even more than they already do if they kept it simple. They could make 50 of these a year if they were like, dude, just make the simple cuts and that's it. I'm trying to make you money, Hollywood. Even through all the ranting, I'm still in some sort of way helping you or offering you a favor, offering you information. That's the kind of guy I am. Even within a rant, even within the anger, even through the frustration of what I am consuming, what I'm trying to teach others about, I still help the bad guy. Because that's what I like to do. I like to help. I like to try to offer something, something a little different, something a little useful. Hollywood doesn't do that. They just lie to your face. They just make whatever and then boom, bam, this is the truth. This is what it is. It's not. That's not what it is at all. I can't trust them. I don't know. And I think that's the other problem, is the fact that these movies are mostly slightly above average. They're fine. It's they put so much money. They got good cameras. They got decent actors, whatever. The money can go to good costumes. I will say those movies, they do a really good job with the costumes and stuff. I mean, granted, they do have all the money and access to some of the real costumes because it's Hollywood. So it's it can't be that hard. They have the jacket in there in the studio. The rich studio owner of this movie production company, he just is a collector for power reasons and happens to own 3 of these jackets. Well, no wonder he wanted to greenlight the movie. He could show off, oh guys, look at this, the jacket I got at the auction to raise money for the cancer and the kids. I spent $80,000 on that jacket. It's from Doctor Who, the band. I don't even know. I'm blanking on fucking band names or whatever. Train. It's from Train. The Train jacket. Woo, yeah. You like that? You like jazz? Honey, look at that. That's my jacket. That's the jacket I bought. She doesn't give a fuck. It's your second wife, man. She doesn't remember when you got it. That was the first one. You don't remember. Oh, man. That's the thing. Back to what I was saying a couple minutes ago. These movies, they're made in this way that they're slightly good, they're slightly better, we know, whatever, above average, whatever you want to say, 6 out of 10. Are all right, they're fine. Plus. Yeah, the problem with that is that a lot of commoners, a lot of everyday people, they'll watch the movie and go like, oh, it was good. Oh, it was nice. It's so sad to me. It's genuinely sad for me to hear people say that. It genuinely makes me sad watching a movie and then watching that like is not that special, and then somebody's like, oh my god, it was so good. It's like, dude, you know why you think it's good? Because you don't know any better. Because they literally told you it's this, it's that. It's like, you know what they could do? They could make something actually amazing. You know why they don't, though? Because you told them last time, oh, it was best editing, they should do it again. And then they did. They did it with another band. And this other band, this movie, cost $800 million to make, including advertising. That's a lot of money. And then we complain about Hollywood doesn't make enough interesting movies. $800 million. They could have made 8 different interesting movies with a big budget if they split that up 8 times. Instead of making one more of this stupid band movie, this singer guy from the 60s. We gotta sell nostalgia. Oh my god, I didn't even write that down as a no. But that's dude, we're just trying to sell nostalgia way too much. Dude, media's been around for like barely 100 years. You know? Trying to sell nostalgia? You got, it's not gonna work. You're gonna go through the nostalgia phase, and then people are gonna grow up on stuff that other people grew up on. They're gonna go, well, that wasn't really relate to me. The only reason I kind of liked it was like, well, my mom liked that, but like I didn't really know what it was because it was a remake. I guess I kind of liked that band, but I really only know a few of their songs because my dad really wanted to watch it, and it was the movie about the band. And then you listen to it, and then you grow up, you're like, oh my god, they killed 70 people. Oh my god, he raped 40 kids. Nostalgia. Woo! That's what I remember. Yeah. No, you're going to have a generation of people that don't understand what nostalgia is, and it's going to maybe reset, but I guess for now it sells. But yeah, it's like, oh, because you click the people, like, in people's brains, you switch on the nostalgia button, get it to work. Just because you do that doesn't mean you made a good movie. It's like you could click that with just playing the song in their car. Yeah? I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, I thought it was good. Yeah, it's probably because it's what you would say, you know? That is what you would say. I thought it was good. I thought it was really amazing movie, man. Yeah, that's what you say. Because that's, again, yeah. You think it's good. Just like the awards, you think it's good because they told you to say it and think it's good. You don't actually think that. You know, because the problem is if this is the only movie, like, okay, take people that are born recently. Like, they didn't get to grow up with, like, a lot of, like, the original movies. Or, like, movies from before. You know, before, like, everything got so standardized for, like, half these movies and shit. That come out every single year, regardless of the genre. But, yeah, well, even specifically, when we're talking about this musical biopic genre... Jesus. Musical biopic genre. It's literally every single one. You got people born recently. They have no idea that the movie could be better because they haven't seen anything else that's different. They haven't seen things made from before that actually had more creativity, more freedom. Actually took risks. They don't know any better. So they walk around just saying that this stuff is good. And you create a society, you create communities, you create a mindset, you create a common think and common belief, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to say about it. You create something that's like literally everyone collectively thinks stuff doesn't need to be as good as it used to be. And they're okay with it because they don't know any better. That should make you sad. This should make everybody sad. If it doesn't make you sad, it should definitely make you feel motivated. That's definitely how I feel. The only positive to this that I see is like, okay, every time something like that gets created, especially for like millions and millions of dollars, all I can do is I can tell myself, you know what? I can take a deep breath. For $0, I can make something more interesting. I don't know if I can make something that's better, you know, with 0 resources, but I can make something that's different. Make something that tried, put in more effort than a cookie-cutter script. Insert band name here. No, I know some people probably, they're listening through all of this. Like, dude, is it really that many? No, I did the count. I had a debate with a few friends, and I had to do a little bit of research, and I think I looked back the last 10 years, at the very least, I think it was since I was in high school, or like whenever, it included the time frame and time period where the Straight Outta Compton movie came out, because I was like, that one counts. That was actually like a decent movie, but also it still has a lot of problems with that was, the puff piece aspect. One of the dudes was dead, and then the movie kind of make him look bad, which that's a huge problem with these movies, especially if it's like a group thing. It's like, well, you just cut one person out, and then you can just now you could easily create a villain in the movie. The guy that has no say in how the movie's made. That's really fair. Oh, I look back. I think I had like a total of like, it was like over like 30 or 40, whatever. It came out to over 3 of these are coming out every single year. Over 3 of these movies a year. I was like doing some counting. I was like, I haven't even heard of this one. Haven't heard of that one. There's still at least almost one every single year that comes out that like everyone knows. It's, oh, we got Rocket Man. Oh, we got Michael. Oh, we got the Bruce Springsteen movie. Like a rolling stone. Like a rolling stone. All I remember is that commercial. Like a rolling stone. Like a rolling stone. God, man. By the end of that movie, I just wanted to be pelted with stones so I don't have to listen to that fucking song anymore. Jesus Christ. No, not the movie. By the end of the commercials. To listen to all those commercials, man. Like a rolling stone. Oh, man. I do wish I could sing. That's the thing. It's like, I want to watch these movies and be like in awe, amazed by the amazing, incredible talent. But I'm like, oh, another one of these. Oh, we're doing this again? That's interesting. That's cool. No, it's not. Over 3 of these made a year. It's just disgusting, man. It's like I'm a Star Wars guy. There's too many Star Wars movies. Imagine if 3 different Star Wars movies came out every single year. That's essentially what they're trying to do. It's like, oh, we can just do this genre that like almost always like kind of never fails, but like always does decent. Oh, we just do that, yeah. Yeah, good for you. I'm really glad I grew up with integrity and morals and desire to make some stuff that's interesting and different and unique, only to watch a bunch of people get jobs and get rewarded fat paychecks for making slop that's the same every single year. No creativity. Yeah. That's what you should tell yourself. When you watch a movie like this, that's what you should tell yourself. Say, I was raised with these values, taught about plagiarism, copying, and how important it is to be unique and be yourself. And do what you can to make something that's different, especially if it's for everybody else. Do something that people have not seen before. So that's what I would do if I could make a movie like that. And then you watch it again. If you tell yourself that question before you watch any of these movies, or watch 2 of these movies in a row, or within a week, within like a time frame where you can like remember, just tell yourself that. Tell yourself that, and you're gonna constantly think about that question until the second the movie's over, or the second you just can't take it anymore because you just realized what's happened. You fell for the trap, and then now you're falling out. Like a rolling stone. I think we're going to end this one a little early. I got to throw the notes. And I don't know. I got some more recording to do. Peace, folks.